We back. We came to great, man. I ain't had you
Yes,
on the
sir. What's
platform
the
in a minute.
word?
Man. I ain't had you on the platform in a
It's been
minute,
a
man.
nice little. It's been a nice little amount. Nothing too crazy.
Man, you just dropped 9 p.m. at Flint, man. Talk about that.
Yes, I did. Well, okay. So the way that it came about, me and Bam, that's the producer on it. Shout out to Bam. We was just kicking it one day, just cooking up, and we was talking, and at the time we both had been listening to Larry June real hard, and so basically we was saying how like, well, myself, I was like, man, I'm mad that I never like linked up or never like tapped into his music sooner. I'm
Yeah.
like, he make a lot of music for like adult grown ass men and shit like that. And I'm like, I fuck with it. I fuck with his whole sound and shit like that. He's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, especially for like the motherfuckers like our age, 30 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should definitely make music like that. And he like, shit, we should make them a tape like that. I'm like, yeah, we should make a tape just for the cool niggas or whatever, right? So once I said that to him, he was like, well, shit, let's do it then. You know what I'm saying? So I had already had paid Bam for an EP situation ahead of time. That's just how me and Bam rock or whatnot. And yeah, so he pretty much got to cooking up some beats, and he just sent them to me. One week he'd send me this one, another week he'd send me that one or whatever. And I just got to working on it bit by bit. And the more I put into it, then I started. I'm like, I need a feature for this. I need a feature for this. I end up putting Cassius on there, King Cassius, shout out or whatnot, Ace Cabana, shout out or whatnot. Once I put and I got both of them on there or whatnot, it took a lot. It took a lot to come through to get it all together. Shout out to Cameron Tyler. He did a lot of the engineering on the tape. I want to say he mixed and mastered 4 tracks if I'm right on there. Bam did the other three, and then me and Bam we shot we did the 4 skits together and whatnot. Um, but yeah. It's a real smooth tape. You know what I mean? Especially like it's when it get warm, spring hit. You want to go out for a nice drive. This is definitely the type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone drinking and driving, but if you got you a little drinky drink, you know what I'm saying? You smoking or whatever you're doing or what have you. It's definitely that type of vibe. Turn that thing on, and it's a smooth listen all the way through, man.
So what made you name it 9 p.m. at Flint? Was it really 9 p.m.
Okay,
at Flint?
so that was all Bam. The name that all came from Bam. We was actually just talking. We was talking about it. I'm like, what we gonna call it? And he was like, yeah, man. And like, if you know Bam, Bam does a lot of like random stuff, but when he does it, he be like serious about it. He'd be complete like he gonna push behind it 100%. So he just said it all casually, like, yeah, let's do 9 p.m. at Flint. And I'm like, at first I didn't want to do it mainly because because I've always wanted to do like a song with that type of title, not 9 p.m. in Flint specifically, but you know how like you got ones that be doing like 3 p.m., 3 a.m. in LA or something like that or whatnot. So
Right.
I wanted to do one of those, and I'm like, he was like, you still can do a song like that, but you can do your tape 9 p.m. in Flint. I'm like, you know what, you're right, let's do it. So that's just it was that the name and the cover art was all Bam.
That's hard because the cover art was different too. I was expecting like
Hmm.
you to be on the cover with him. So it's like
Right, 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 right.
not really nothing to do with y'all for real.
Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, that's why I was saying like it's definitely like a good mood tape to put on when you finna ride. You know what I'm saying? Catch a vibe and whatnot. You got your little something thick sitting next to you. You feel me? And you gonna catch a vibe.
Who came up with the radio concepts? Like the
That was me.
W810.
Yeah.
What made you do
So
that? Because
okay,
that's
so
different.
okay, so the idea of it being a radio thing, that was my idea. Me and Bam, we came up with W810 together. We we was so I told him ahead of time once we figured out how many tracks we was gonna do. I'm like, yeah, we should do like a radio theme, and then we can have some skits on there, have people like calling up to the radio station. Like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So fast forward, I done got all the songs, recorded and all that jazz. Once we get past that, we sitting at the studio. We like, all right, how we gonna do these skits? And I'm like, well, I had big homie, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, that's my cousin in real life. Big homie Akeem, he was at the studio as well. You know, like we can have you can do a skit where you can be in a caller. We can have bro doing it, and bro came down. So we did the intro. We did the intro. Me and Bam did the intro. We came up with our own little names. You know what I'm saying? He was DJ Midnight Thunder, Mr. Mo Bitches, of course, and so.
I knew that. I knew that was you. Like that was common sense. Like if you would have told me
Right,
it was
right, right,
otherwise, my jaw would have hit the ground. Like, you wasn't Mr. Mo
right. Like
Bitches, but
what?
like, come on now. Long as I've known you, nigga, you Mr. Mo Bitches.
Exactly. Hilarious. So, but yeah, so once we did the first one, we played it for Cuz so he can get like an idea of what we needed from him. And once he did that, he was like, "Okay, yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you." So he did his. Um, it's another one because then if you've seen that, we actually like recorded them as well. So we got like actual videos of the skits, and I've been posting on my page or whatnot. I got two more to do, and then I needed to, when we was talking about it. Cuz was like, well, if you got this for the intro, you need an outro. You know, you need an outro. How you gonna wrap it all up? And at first, you wasn't gonna have an outro, and we looked at each other, was like, yeah, you right, you right, you right. So we trying to figure out what should we do, how we gonna do it. He like, it was like I was thinking it, Bam said it out loud. He like, we need a female, and I'm like, you right. We definitely need a female. You know what I'm saying? So look, it's like 2 in the morning. I'm trying to figure out who can I call to even that's gonna be up, that's gonna be like, coherent enough to even, do this. And luckily, I knew my friend Abby, her schedule is kind of hectic the way she gets off work. I know she'd be up at that time frame. Call her up, ask her, I'm like, look, when I finna ask you to be random and weird, but I need you to do this recording or whatnot. And once I explained to her the situation, she's like, oh, I'm down, yeah, sure. So we got her to record it. She sent the voice memo over to me. I emailed it to Bam. Bam downloaded it, put it on the tape. It worked out nicely. It worked out nice.
She did a really good job. Like it sounded
Yeah, she
believable.
did. She did a real good job. Yeah, she did a real good job. She did a
Like
real good job. I
like
can't
she
wait for y'all to see the video part of that.
I was just about to say she has to be in a video or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
We got it.
Like,
We got that skit. That's gonna be the last skit for the tape that I got that I'm posting. The next one is gonna be so if when you listen to the tape, the people that's calling in outside of the last one or whatever, the people that's calling in, they making requests or whatnot. So like with Big Homie, he like, man, play that Kane and Cash just because I want to. And then the next one's gonna be it's gonna be so the character is Bam, but he's dressed up as a YN or whatnot. Funny. But so he calling in like, tell Tanisha to stop calling my phone, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about you. I never do. The next song that plays after that is the song Never Do or whatnot. And the song is basically about moving on from your ex and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, with her, she played the whole thing smooth. I was when I had called her up to record it, she thought I needed her to do like something like voice wise again. And I'm like, no, we like shoot the actual video part to it or whatnot. And I need you to say the stuff that you said in the recording. Just, we gonna record you on video. And she was like, oh, hold on, wait, let me get ready. I gotta do my face thing, put my lashes on. I'm like, all right, cool. So we pulled up on her and did the whole thing over that. Now, yeah, man, it was nice. It was nice. It was real nice.
so was Tanisha a real name, or is that just some shit he came up?
Nah. Bam just pulled it up out of nowhere. And we don't know. For the record, we don't ain't no. Now it's crazy because I know some. Like I got a cousin named Tanisha, and so no relation, nothing like that. That was just a random name he said at all. That was a good question, so we just put that out there ahead of
Yeah,
time.
because I was gonna say how she feel. Because like,
Yeah, exactly right.
so when I heard that's a bet, I instantly thought of like
Mhm,
somebody who could have been on that song, man. Like,
mhm.
what made you come up with that? Because like that's slang where we from. Like, yeah, that's a bet.
Yeah, yeah. So to be honest with you, man, I was just sitting at home smoking. That was it. I was just sitting at home smoking. I had the beat playing on the speakers, and I was just sitting there vibing. My kids was at school, and yeah, I think my kids were at school, and I had to work that day, so I wasn't like pressed on having to leave because I work second shift, and I be working third sometimes too, so I wasn't pressed on nothing that day. I was just chilling. And I'm just sitting there bobbing my head, boom, 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 and then it just came to me. It just came to me.
When you did the wait until tonight, you wasn't worried about getting sued for them samples, man. Because it's a couple samples,
So
honestly.
it is. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I look at that, if the tape does start to pick up a heavy enough traction, like which the plan is or whatnot, I do know the avenues and routes that I'm supposed to go in to clear the shit or whatever. I will make that attempt. Push come to shove, if it blows up too fast where I'm not able to get all that cleared ahead of time, and shit does come to bite me in the ass. 9 times out of 10, the worst case scenario is they're gonna hit me with a cease and desist, and I'll just use that the fact that I actually reached the right people's ears. I will actually use that fact as more momentum to release more music and whatnot, and then with that, get a bigger following and shit like that, and then from there on, make sure I get shit cleared ahead of time before I drop it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely do intend on doing all of that jazz. But nah, because in reality, what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to like suing somebody, um, a lot of times, unless you making a unless you making a killing off the record, it's not worth the actual paperwork that it's gonna send that I gotta send off to you to even do the whole, the court fees and all of that jazz. It's not even worth that amount of money or whatever. A lot of people, they're just gonna send you a cease and desist or whatnot, like, hey, you're using my shit, stop using it, blah 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 or whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. You ever had a wait until tonight moment where you was just like, damn, I'm dry, ain't nothing on the flow.
Um,
Like I
I'm
need
gonna be honest
something,
with
or
you.
like even like
I'm gonna
missing
be
the
honest with
girl.
you.
Like damn, I miss this girl or whatever.
Okay, well, okay, so I'll comment on both aspects. And I don't mean to sound cocky or confident, but as far as like me like being lonely, no. Like I mean, if I could probably say like when I was like maybe like 14, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid, something like that, you know what I'm saying. But outside of that, no, it's if I wanted something, I can have something. I just don't be. You know what I'm saying? If I was at the house by myself, that's because I wanted to be by myself. That's just what it was. And when it came to an option, I always had a few, and that's just what it was or whatever. Or like right now, I'm single and I just choose to be single. That's because I want to or whatnot. And then now, as far as like missing somebody, well, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying. So especially when you become adjusted to a certain vibe, a certain feeling, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely miss certain things, you know what I mean? Like, hell, I miss eating like a fat ass, but I want better for myself, so I don't. You know what I mean?
I know
But
exactly what you
yeah, so
mean.
yeah, right.
So you spoke on Never Do earlier.
hmm
Talk about that a little more, like elaborate.
Okay, so look, I'm glad you asked about Never Do, right? Because there's a bar in Never Do that I feel like a lot of people, and I'm gonna have to do some type of visual aspect because I wasn't gonna shoot a video for Never Do, but I'm gonna have to do something to some type of visual with that. I might do like a mic performance or something. I don't know, but so there's a bar at the end of Never Do where it's like I'm like shit. I'm like okay, so basically I name four, maybe five songs of Usher
Oh
off
yeah,
his Confessions.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
off his Confession album,
Yeah,
and then I wrap it up by saying, "And you a bad girl," and that's without a question. But something. I'm not here for all your confessions or whatnot. I gotta look at the actual lyrics, which I gotta post my any damn way and whatnot.
I remember
But
that.
yeah. So Never Do was I took um a little personal stuff from there, and then just from like when it came to like trending topics when it comes to how people react towards type of their relationships and shit like that or whatnot. And that was another one that Cam had engineered and what have you was in Detroit. And yeah, just pretty much put that thing together, just as simple as that or whatever. So I'm not gonna say all of it is like from my personal life, but I did pull a little bit from my personal life or whatnot, which I feel like anybody should be doing from all. If you're passionate about the song or whatever, it should definitely be coming somewhere from your personal or
I,
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I agree with that. So in one of your songs, you spoke about stressing about an ex. Talk about
Hmm.
like the importance of not doing that because a lot of people don't even know stress can kill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I, it's not healthy. Like,
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people be on that whole crash out wave and all of that jazz. And I mean, I get it. I get it. You know, I don't knock nobody for how they feel, but ultimately, man, like the way I look at it, the way I was raised, there's so other many options out there that you can't just be like losing yourself, you know, for whatever you thought this was, because clearly it wasn't what you thought it was, or you still wouldn't have it, or it still would be apparent in your life. And the fact that it's not means something that holds weight, and you got to be willing to learn from that. I'm a real optimistic kind of individual. You know, I look at it glass half full type thing, and when it comes to even when it comes to like an ex, you know, like yeah, sure, this was great, but I know what I'm able to do. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can, you know, get out the next situation that I choose to put myself into. So, you know, a lot of people genuinely don't be knowing their own worth, and they be willing to like, you know, throw their life away, and it's just because they stressed out about something that they think they can't find with another person, or and in reality, because I'm not even gonna say that you can, you may never find that exact same thing, but the goal is to find better any damn way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you shouldn't just be stressing like that. You're gonna probably get yourself a heart attack, and then you put yourself in the hospital, and they still living life all happy. what did you What did you prove? You know what I'm saying? Put
I
yourself in jail. What did you prove?
I know so many dudes that done died or went to jail and they girl moved on. Same year they died.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Like you are, cause it's that's not the move, man. That's not the move. That's never the move. At all times, man, you got to keep it peak, fellas. Like tighten up. Seriously, it's not okay.
Absolutely. That's perfect message. You
Yeah.
also rapped about giving girls motion. It kind of brought me back to like the Ray J Kim K thing because I didn't even know who Kim K was until until the
No, that's a
tape.
fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact. I never knew Kim Kardashian was, you know, into that whole scenario, and that's just a thing. But that's all I feel like. Um, some people may take this the wrong way, but you know, whatever. Um, not all dudes be the person that they think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like some people get with a dude, some women get with a dude, or a dude get in a relationship, whatever. And people be like leeches. They really be down on the motherfucker or bringing them down. Like you should be uplifting your partner. You should be, you know, putting them in the position to win and be better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by like I give you like I you know like can give you motion because you know I ain't the type of dude that's like if I see what you trying to do when you trying to get you know this situation going or whatnot, I'm gonna invest in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you in the process to get better at it, and then once you get better at it, next thing you know, we're gonna take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, from my own personal experience, you know what I'm saying? You know, my ex wanted to be a chef, you know what I'm saying? When she graduated from school, I paid for her to go get, you know, to take schooling out in Italy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Simply because that's what her dream was, you know what I'm saying? So if you genuinely like fuck with a person, you should be willing to, you know what I'm saying, put something behind them to keep them going, you know, and then if that person is receiving it correctly, regardless if y'all work out or not, they should be able to take that they learned from you and keep it pushing and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should be wanting to do for your significant other on all aspects, for real, for real.
I agree with that. Now you did this tape in collaboration with Bam. Is it the relationship
Hmm.
y'all got that made you do it, or you just genuinely feel like he the best, or a mixture of both?
Yeah, definitely a mixture of both. Bam, that's my brother. That's my bro. We started. It's crazy because me and Bam met because of Kilo. Remember Kilo Kane?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and ironically, he just hit me up not too long ago. He trying to come back into music or whatever. I told his ass
me
to just
too.
hurry up. But anyway, so yeah, me and Bam met because of him, and we locked in early. You know what I'm saying? Bam was real skeptical about working with people because people, you know, people be pump faking and shit. And I explained to my rep like, yeah, I ain't that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your price is, I'm gonna pay it. And that's just how me and Bam was. Oh, Bam realized I was, you know, I was honest when it came to that type of time. And we locked in. You know, Bam done met my kids. He done met my mom, you know, my mom, my brothers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, me and Bam locked in forever. Bam can call me right now, whatever he need. You know, I got him and ain't shit. And outside of that, yeah, definitely, Bam is one of the most versatile producers when it comes to the city. Like anything that you looking for, Bam can cook it up. It's not a question if he can't do it. It's if you come in with the right amount of money to make him do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely can do it. Ain't no question about that.
That's a fact. Do you see yourself doing another tape like this, but with another producer?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I definitely love this vibe and the sound of it or whatnot. Definitely, I'm actually. It's crazy that you say that because I'm actually working on another tape right now as I'm promoting my current tape, and it's gonna be a slightly different kind of situation. But yeah, I'm looking forward to y'all checking into it. But yeah, definitely that whole vibe. Like I said, it came from me listening to Larry June. You know what I'm saying? I listened to Larry June. Him and Two Chainz just dropped the tape. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to it right now. So definitely, hell yeah, that's definitely a comfortable area that I like to be in or whatnot. Rapping about, you know what I'm saying, having a good credit score and you know what I'm saying, owning my businesses and shit like that, owning some LLCs and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's real nigga grown man shit in my opinion, and that's how I fuck with it.
Absolutely. You got the song "Rather Be." Now, that's
Hmm.
about rather being with one girl instead you with another. Have you ever been in that situation?
Yeah.
In a relationship, or like
So yeah.
just like
Um
a sexual thing? Because
you
there's
know
been times where
so like so when I was younger, I can say like, yeah, I was in a relationship before and I was like once I realized who I could be in a relationship with, I was like, maybe this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And I've grown, so I don't move like this no more. But yeah, I back then, you know what I'm saying, especially when I was like, 17, 18, you know what I'm saying, when I was young, I would do stuff to try to sabotage the relationship just to get out the relationship. Cause I didn't want to just be like, oh, I'm finna leave you, and then you see me with another chick, and like, oh, you left me for her. I'm like, yeah, no, I would do stuff to try to make the situation like you wanna go, and then well, okay, we broke up, cool, bit, and then Plan B come through or whatnot. And but outside of that, I mean, I haven't had that in years though. And on a sexual aspect, I mean, yeah, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying. But at some point, we as men need to mature and understand discipline and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel how you want to feel. It's about acting on it though. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes shit different.
I agree with you on that. It's been times I never been in a relationship wishing I was with somebody else, but it has been times where I'm horny. It's like 11:30 at night.
Hmm.
Who I want to pick up,
Right.
not picking up. So this other girl who
Right.
I don't really care to hit, pick up, and it's like
Hmm.
I wish the other girl would have picked up the phone. But
You know what I'm saying?
so that's
It
how
be
I
like
can
that. It
relate
be
to the
like that.
song,
It be like that.
man. So what made you get Ace Cabana for Keep It Player? Because that was
I,
a
I just
player I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, first and foremost, Ace, that's my dog. That's my dog. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I just heard him on there. That's what it was. From the first time I heard the beat, I heard Ace on it. That's just what it was. And when I tell you Ace slid on that thing so smooth, so fast, it was crazy, man. He came in that thing, we dapped up. He was like, "What you got for me, bro?" Well, I played the beat. He was like, "Oh hell yeah, man! Watch me work." Sat right the fuck down and dropped it. Recorded his damn self. It was the smoothest thing ever.
When I heard that song, I was like, because I'm listening and the tape give me a Wiz payroll Larry
Uh
June
huh.
vibe. So I'm thinking like him on
Okay.
one of them type of beats. I never heard it because
Well.
when I look at Ace Cabana, I just see Rockstar. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah,
like
definitely.
mosh pit music, go crazy type of music.
Hmm.
So to hear him on this project, it put him somewhere that I never knew he cared to even go. Because I like the song,
Right.
but I just wasn't expecting because y'all sounds are two totally different sounds.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. I love how it came together too, just for that fact that we don't sound the same, but we was able to get together on this track and make it all sound good.
So how do you feel about player culture? Because the whole player culture, it get looked at as childish and immature. People say, "Oh,
Okay,
you
so
acting
this the
like you're
thing.
19 and you in your 30s. You need to settle down." And it's like, what if I like this life?
Yeah, so this the thing. What people, a lot of people be, what when it comes to like real, player shit. First of all, you can't be dishonest and be considered player. You know what I'm saying? That's not player. That's not player. If you gotta lie to get your way, you just a liar. You're a manipulator. That's not P at all. You know what I'm saying? Like player is being able to be like, well, this is what it is, and still have your way. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, female, male, it doesn't really matter, the gender of on that aspect. If that's how you choosing to live your life and you happy about it and you not pushing off no facade on nobody, it's perfectly fucking fine. You know what I'm saying? Another person can have an opinion. My mama used to always tell me everybody got an asshole, everybody got another opinion. You shouldn't be worried about somebody else's shit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker feel how they want to feel, they should. That's fine. At one point in time, they said that you should be married and having a baby and kids and all this shit by such and such age, and none of us really fit that demographic for our age group. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, you should be worrying about your own 2 feet, the shoes that you rocking with, and the path that you on, because at the end of the damn day, it's yours that you living. How what another person eat ain't gonna make you shit. So don't worry about it personally.
That's real. Now, the person who did make a guest appearance on the project, who I felt fit perfectly, is King Cassius. Talk about that for
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
That was
Man,
bogus.
so that was supposed to have been happening ages ago, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and Cassius had we had ran into each other at my boy Jeff at Jeff Sky's listening party a little minute ago. And we had talked in and I'm like, bro, so I feel like King and Kang need to do some things, man. He was like, I feel the exact same motherfucking way, bro. And I'm like, all right, bet it up, man. Just what you want on the verse tip, blah blah blah. He like, we doing a video. I'm like, hell yeah. He was like, all right. He shot me his price. I said, all right, say less. I hit him up or whatnot once I got everything together because originally I had this other beat with Bam from Bam or whatever that I wanted him on or whatnot. I heard him on, and I ended up like I still got the beat. I still probably gonna do something to it or whatever. I just didn't get around to it. But once I started working on this tape, it just made more sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, hell, shit. Cash is be on the same tip that I be on. You know what I'm saying? He can relate to this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shot the idea to him. He like, hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we linked up or whatever. Now I did my verse first, or what? Because we had a studio session together, but he couldn't make it the first session or whatnot. So I went to the studio session, did my verse. Once I did my verse, I shot the empty verse, the blank towards him or whatnot. I'm like, yeah, just do what you're gonna do on the empty or whatever. Just shoot it back to me. He was like, all right, and then he basically was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I honestly would prefer to do the verse with you in the studio with me, so we can like chop it up, see how we want to, you know what I'm saying, if it's something different you want to do, blah blah blah. He's like, I'm low key pissed off I couldn't make it to the first session, and I'm like, I feel that. So I booked another session. We ended up getting it in there. He came through, got in that thing, punched him in there, did his whole thing, whatever. He changed a couple of things, and before we know it, actually it was the same day. Me and Ace did our joint. He came in there, same thing, boom, 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 knocked the hell on out there.
Was Ace there
Yeah,
too?
show small. Yep, yep, yep. It was me, Cam, Ace, and Cassius. Was all in the studios at Pee Wee's.
Y'all got more. Y'all got something all the y'all during that. Did y'all create?
No, no, but that'll definitely be something fire that we can definitely, put in the works for the future.
Yeah, that was gold, man. So you
Right, right,
talked
right.
about being a real P. Tell these people what a real P is.
Basically, what I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you honest and have it your way, that's basically the way to play. It ain't no other, ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bought your bread, you not being an emotional ass individual. Larry June said it best himself. Like, you can't call yourself a man if you can't, what I'm saying, keep your composure. If you leading with your emotions and shit like that, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, I get the whole the glamour behind crash out culture and all that shit, but That's just not P, bro. You need to be calm, be smooth, and always making calculated moves. 3 steps ahead is the way to do it at all times. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your plan A is secured because if not, plan B and plan C needs to be the next thing that's coming through. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. As long as you, like I said, being honest, upfront about how your situation is with the people that surround you and all that jazz. You know what I'm saying? That's real player shit. That's real P shit. You feel me?
Now, what you just said fit my next question. Actually, you said have multiple plans.
Yeah.
You have about having 6 incomes, man.
Mhm.
How are you
Mhm.
able to juggle all that and be a dad?
I mean, it ain't made for everybody. I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't gonna say anybody can do it. No, but if you got the mindset for it, in reality, you pick and choose the things that make sense for your life. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple other things I'm finna invest into. It's really one of my goals in life was always to just own 10% of a bunch of different businesses. You know what I'm saying? And if I feed you the seed money, you got an idea, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You got a business plan, it makes sense. I'm gonna feed you the seed money, let you do what you're gonna do with it, and I just collect my little bit of percentage. You know what I'm saying? Every month, every 3 months, however our contract say, and that be that. I'm gonna let you run it how you want it because you got the passion for it. I don't really care about the ins and outs of it as long as my paper come right at the end of the day. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And once you get up, set up these, a few different streams of, residual income, that's really the way to move. You know what I mean? That's really the way to move.
Now you sample.
Not saying that's like I said, not saying for everybody. If you happy with your job and you content, trust me, that's if that's what you want to do, yeah, because it is stressful. It does come with its own baggage and shit. And mentally, it can be taxing if you don't know what you're doing. But my bad, go ahead, see what you're saying.
You sample Party Next Door. Have you heard the new Party Next Door with Drake?
Yeah, I gave it a list. I gave it a list.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was what was expected of Drake. It was what was expected of Drake. Yeah, that's the Drake that we know and love, the emotional one.
Yeah, I feel like everybody gravitated to him when he in that type of vulnerable bag.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
You also rapped about blocking blessings. Have you ever blocked a blessing before? Are you able to
Hell yeah,
admit that?
hell yeah,
What kind of blessings you done blocked before?
yeah. Man, I done fucked up relationships with possible people that I could have did great things with in life. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about living and learning. That's just really it. You know what I'm saying? Like and I can't like I said, and that's a bet. You know what I'm saying? Can't take an L around this bitch and run her up off lessons. Every L, so to speak, that you should be taking should be something you should be learning from. So you're not even looking at it as a loss because you gained something at the end of the damn day. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I done definitely, moved a little too fast, was being selfish in a situation or whatnot. And that's just what it was ultimately, and as a man, I can own up to that, that was definitely my fault in those situations. For the people that may feel I have wronged them and all of that jazz, you know what I'm saying? I wish nothing but the best of them. I'm not a hater nigga. You can't pay me to hate a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I wish nothing but the best for another motherfucker because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be great. That's just what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
I feel you on that 1,000%.
right.
Now, one thing you said that was to me one of the most P things you didn't say was you rapped about threesome. Like
Hmm.
you ever had a threesome going wrong?
Go wrong
Yeah, like oh
as
why
far as what?
you fucking her longer than you fucking me. You ate her, but you didn't eat me.
Um, Something like that. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was just more like a conversation afterwards. Like, well, I ain't like that you did this and you boom, 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 But it wasn't nothing like crazy or no, we had like a falling out or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just a conversation to be had.
I always wanted to have a threesome. I'm still trying to, I've been offered some, but it wasn't the
Hmm.
right women. It got to be the right women. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. It got to be the right women.
Okay. Okay.
You rapped about putting your brothers on and they fell off. Talk about that,
Hmm.
like helping motherfuckers, and then they don't accomplish the goal.
Man, that's one of the most stressful things in the world because I could have kept my knowledge, my pockets, everything to my fucking self. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of siblings and I got a bunch of friends and shit that I done try to help out through life and shit like that. And once people get to a certain stage in life, motherfuckers think they know it all and all of that jazz. And you can help a person out only so much before you gotta let them bump their head. And once they do, and the beauty of it is if the person is really truly meant to, what I'm saying, be in favor with you, after they bump their head, they're gonna be honest about the situation and then come back like, hey, what I'm saying, I was fucking up, blah blah blah, etc. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't no spiteful individual, y'all can, dust yourself off, pick up and go on from forward or whatnot. But yeah, I had a few different situations, where I done invested into some motherfuckers and they let me down, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get shit back and that's just was what it was. I knew that was a possibility of it. Nothing's a guarantee in this world that we live in besides death. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a chance that this was gonna, go belly up, and it is what it is. But yeah, I done had that situation a few times, and I done had a situation where I had to, now that I done proved that I could do it this way, and I tried to show you to do it this way, you didn't want to listen. Now we can't get no money this way together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hard feelings for you, but you done kind of burnt your bridge in that area. And we can, if there's something else different pop up in the future, we can probably get on board with that. But this little land right here, this is strictly mine, and that's just what it is.
Right. You mentioned driving to Chicago just for food. Now, Chicago is a place I always
Hmm.
wanted to go to. Tell me about
Yeah, I
Chicago.
love
I
Chicago.
never been
I love
before.
Chicago. I love Chicago. I love it there. I can't speak to none of the negative things because I mind my motherfucking business when I'm wherever I'm going. But
Me too.
I love going to Chicago or whatnot. Especially just to you know go grab something to eat and do a little 48 turnaround. You know what I'm saying? Get there, get a little room or little Airbnb situation or whatnot. Shout out to Homestead too. By the way, that's another company that's like Airbnb, but it's different. I want to say it's black owned too, but don't quote me on that one though. But yeah, get you a little situation or whatever, and they got some dope food spots. Some dope food spots. So every time I'm there, I try to find out a different little thing that's popping in the area. Grab me some food. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if I got a little female with me or not, blah blah blah. We have a good time. I shoot right back up to Michigan. It's like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit.
Yeah, that ain't at all. You ever had their pizza? I want to know the hype. Everybody say their pizza just like the pizza of all
It's cool. I'm trying to remember. I can't even fucking remember the
pizza.
spot. I have only had the pizza one time, and the only reason I had the pizza, I settled on the pizza was because Jerk 48 had closed, and that's what I wanted. I love Jerk 48. When you go to Chicago, Jerk 48 had closed, and somebody who I was with suggested the pizza, but it wasn't my friend. It was like a friend of a friend suggested the pizza spot, and I can't even remember the name of the pizza, but it was cool. It was cool. It wasn't like I didn't like, oh my god, and grow wings and shit, but it was nice though. It was cool. I definitely would do it again.
I talk about simp niggas because you didn't mention that. What make a nigga a simp? I think you didn't talk.
When
I
you
think you
just,
mentioned being a simp. Something about a simp in your song.
yes, I said, and that's a bet. I said, uh, uh, I put her on the sipping nigga and let her finish her tab. You know what I'm saying? So basically, just that's a motherfucker that's just doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like you do the most for attention. Like you doing the most for bare minimum effort in return. That's
Yeah,
what makes you a simp. If you wanna like put a general statement, it's and then don't get me wrong, there's some female simps out there too. So I don't want to just classify the males out there. It's just
yeah.
males just be simping hard and with their chest out, which is crazy, but whatever. But yeah, once you do the most just for bare minimum return, it's simp behavior because they're not even being extra in return to you. You being extra, you trying to like I'm gonna be honest with you. If you approach an individual and the first thing you trying to do is spend on the individual or whatnot, you might as well just buy pussy. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you might as well just buy pussy, and
Thousand
that's what
percent.
you want to do. That's fine. That's what you want to do. That's perfectly fine. That's your business or whatnot. But don't glorify it as something else because that's weird. You don't even know this person. You don't know if they like you or not. And the bad part is, and the bad part is, I done played the bad guy or whatnot. I done had a couple situations where I was chilling with a female, and I knew some dude was hitting her up because they liked her, and I'm like, hey, tell him to grab you some food or whatever, blah say blah, and then she like, okay, daddy, whatever, and then she hit the dude up, telling him grab some food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He done fed me, fed her, fed my niggas that's at the crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't getting out a lick of pussy out of the situation. I'm like, you might as well just pay for pussy if that's your end game any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Because it can't be just to get to know this person. Because if that's the case, why are you doing that? Like that. That don't make sense. If you leading with your wallet, you might as well just get some pussy at the end of the damn day. Because trying to get to know a person that way, that's all they're gonna know you for. You know what I'm saying? You the nigga that they call for food. You know what I'm saying? You the nigga. Oh well, yeah, pay my consumers or whatever. Because if in reality, if that's who you are and whatnot, that's how they're gonna label you. And
Absolutely.
yeah, that's definitely simp behavior. That's definitely simp behavior. You know what I'm saying? Lead with a different mindset or whatnot. Because it's different if you get to know a person, you like a person, y'all build a bond, and then you choose to look out for an individual. That's blessing somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's different. You chose to try to get to know this individual person. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if you don't even know this person, the first thing you want to say like, hey, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. You know what I'm saying? What if this person's a horrible individual and they don't deserve none of that shit you doing for them? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
take the time. And if that's not their move, they not trying to get to know you, then push it. Keep it fucking pushing, bro. It ain't that serious. It's never that serious.
I totally agree with you. You also rapped about not being into clubbing. I'm the same way. Like, what's your reason?
Yeah. It just never was comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it just never was comfortable. It's probably based on like trauma, just growing up in Flint, where that type of setting means somebody's probably finna get shot in reality. But I just never was my vibe. Like I've been out to the clubs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever see me out, it's a rare occasion, and I'm doing it for somebody that is beneficial in my life, somebody that's special. Like the last time I went to the club, I think I went to R&B Thursdays for my cousin's birthday or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That was it. That was it. Like outside of that,
I agree with you.
yeah, because
I
I don't
don't
do
do
it.
it
I
for
don't
the
do it. I
same
don't do the
reason.
club thing.
Another thing you put me on to is
Hmm.
designer candles. Never heard of that till I
Oh
listened to
yeah,
the album. What's a designer candle? And
yeah.
what make it designer versus the other kind? Because I got candles in the crib, and I know they're not
I
designer,
mean,
but I got them from like Walgreens.
I mean, same shit when it comes to like, hold on one second, my other phone is vibrating. Just a second. I should have nothing important going on right now. Technically at work. Okay. Dad duties.
That was one of my questions too. Talking about like you talked about spoiling your kid.
But yeah, so as far as like what make a designer, uh basically the same thing that would make any clothing product design or whatever. Like Dior, for example. Dior make candles.
Oh, okay. I
You know
never
what
knew
I'm
that.
saying? Yeah, but well, there you go.
That's
That's just it.
hard. That's hard.
That's just it. Yeah. And I'm not saying that as if like I only buy designer candles. I do buy some designer candles. If I want them, I fucking buy it. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I do buy candles. I like candles. They smell nice. I smell nice. And look, fuck, I'm gonna tell y'all anybody that tune in on this. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. Trust me, bro. You have a nice candle selection. Bring a fine ass female over to your house, and you got a nice candle selection. I'm trying to put you on game. That's what you want to do. Trust me. Women love that type of shit. They love that type of shit. Oh, this nigga. Because for one, they're gonna be like, oh, he got a bitch in here. Show them that you got knowledge of this type of shit, and that's a whole different thing. They're like, oh, okay, cool, okay, this nigga know a little something, something. All right, big. But yeah, shit, man, I'm trying to tell you, shit. Buy you a 1111 manifestation candle, man.
You
Let me,
getting so
let
much
me
game.
stop
It's
giving all.
including.
I'm trying to tell you. Let me stop. Because motherfuckers gonna start taking my motherfucking game, thinking that it was some shit sweet. It ain't like that. Figure it out your own self, goddamn it. I'm just talking shit though.
You talked about, you brought up your kids calling. You talked about spoiling your kids. I grew up spoiled, so talk about
Yeah.
how important that is because I feel like that,
Yeah, kids
that's
spoil the
definitely
shit. My
that's
kids
dope.
spoil the shit. But it's not it doesn't go without like, lessons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my kids are spoiled, but they work for everything they get in life, you know what I'm saying? Like every last one of my kids know that there's nothing that they can't get from me as long as the work ethic is behind it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know that, if it's something that they require, as long as I just hate last minute shit. As long as they give me a time frame, and it's not like the day of. And I'm not saying I won't do it, but if it's a need, it's gonna be taken care of regardless. But if it's a want, I feel like you should give me a cushion time frame, at least a week. Give me at least a week, because one, I may be at work or whatever, and if it's something I can't physically do, but I can just pay for, and I need like somebody else to handle it or whatnot, I may have one of their moms be like the adult presence in the situation, and not just pay for the situation or whatnot. But yeah, all my kids are on the honor roll, you know. All my kids are on the honor roll. My second oldest, she is the co-captain of the wrestling team or whatnot. She's a girl, and she wrestle boys, and she's one of the best. I think her not in her last wrestling meet, but the one before that, she wrestled the state champion in her division and beat him in like under 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So there's just a lot to be proud of. My middle daughter, she plays the violin. My oldest son, he wrestles and he plays football. My youngest son, he's into like gaming really hard. My oldest daughter, she's into coding and she's a really big book reader. All my kids love to read books for real in some genre or another or whatnot. But yeah, they do a lot for the shit that they get. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely spoil. I'm gonna definitely spoil.
That's real. We need more parents like that.
I swear to God.
You was just talking about how you was giving too much game. Who would you say gave you game? Like who did you get your game from? Because a
My
person
mama.
like you,
I'm
that's
gonna
real.
tell you the truth.
That's real.
My mama gave me the game. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you at all. Like I get a lot of mannerisms and behavior tactics that I naturally do from my father. But when it came to the way that I approach situations, the way that I analyze and handle shit, it was my mom. My mom got. Matter of fact, um, it's a song that I did with GS the Dream. Shout out by the way. Called Blessings. No, Count Your Blessings or whatnot. In the song, I say this pimp shit from my daddy's side, but I learned the game from my mama though. It's all facts, all facts. My mama was real hard on me growing up or whatever, just as far as like preparing me for life and what I'm saying, instilling the lessons that I'm gonna need and shit. A lot of shit she teach me to this day. I got it because of her. That's just really all it is. It's all because of her.
That's real. That's real, and it's real that you gave her the credit. Most people like to say other people or not
Oh
be.
yeah, no, I ain't gonna hold you. My mama, yep.
That's real.
My mama taught me.
That's real. Now you may not be able to speak for Bam, but what made him be
Mhm.
DJ Midnight? Like, was you there
I
when
have
he
no
got the
idea.
concept?
Yeah, I was. Yes, we was right next to each other when we did when that whole thing. He just said it. It just something. Like I said, once you know Bam, Bam is full of like these random things, man. And the way it's funny as hell, man. But once he get an idea, he stick to that bitch and go and just go from there. But yeah, we was literally just sitting right next to each other trying to figure out, and he was like, all right, I got one. I got it. And then he like turned the recorder on, put the headphones on. He was like, DJ Midnight Thunder. And then we laughed, and then he gave me the mic, and I was like, and I'm Mr. Mo Bitches. And he bust the fuck out. He was like, are you serious? I'm like, hell yeah, nigga, let's do it. Run with it right now. He's like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. And that was
That's hard because it
it.
went together too. Like Like
Yeah, it
Jeff
really
and
did.
Matt Hardy, it just flowed.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
You talked about not being treated average. Speak on
Uh-huh.
that, like, because a lot of people might mistake that for arrogance or cockiness or conceitedness. What you mean? We all
I
people at the end
mean,
of the day.
at the end of the day, I'm a confident male, and I know what the fuck I am. That's just what it is. If you can treat me as an average individual if you want to, and learn a lesson later on. That's just how I see it. I've never looked at myself as that, and I never will. That's Do I think I'm the best thing on this earth? No. Do I think I'm less than? Hell, fucking no. And I'm definitely not something that's just gonna be overlooked. The way I feel about it, anybody and everybody that comes in contact with me, and if it's a genuine situation, as long as it's a genuine situation, it's going to be a memorable situation. So no, I'm not the average guy, um, at all, and in no aspect. Anything that I apply myself to, I never had a reason to even feel average person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know, like
I feel the same way
I
about
done had a yeah, I had a situation where I had it was funny, like, probably seen that post go around where it's like, sweetheart, I'm not the nigga that needs you for your taxes. Like,
facts.
like, I'm not one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about me saying, let me flick this and I'm gonna give it back to you and all that jazz. No, that's not it. That ain't the way to move. Like, I know niggas like that. It just ain't me.
I hate to ask you about more game, but you did mention this in the song. You
Yeah,
said number
yeah,
nine,
yeah,
cologne,
yeah.
man. That's your
Bond
go-to.
number nine.
That's your go-to.
If I'm trying to impress something, if I'm trying to leave a good impression, yeah, I got a couple of combinations that I put together. But bond number nine is on there. I won't say. Matter of fact, I won't say which one though, because if you know, it's bond number nine is just the brand. There's different flavors. You know what I'm saying? But I won't say the one that I use specifically. But yeah, I fuck with bond number nine. It ain't cheap neither though. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Trust me, I know. When I was listening to the tape, I googled everything. Like, damn, this shit ain't cheap. That's crazy.
Right.
You asked about fucking her friends, but you didn't say who the her is. Don't that cause
Yeah.
trouble, conflict?
Nah. Nah, I'm a grown ass man. Can't nobody get me in trouble with me.
So it's not one of them like behind her back things. It's more of a like, yeah, I fucked your friend too.
So if that ever occurred in the situation, definitely it ain't something I'm like afraid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, but yeah. Well, like I said, a lot of my music come from personal experiences and shit like that, and I'll take a personal experience to tell a story. The whole story doesn't necessarily have to be my personal experience. It's just inspired from
I like that. I can fuck with that.
it. Mhm.
So you said your L's are lessons. I'm
Mhm.
paraphrasing.
Definitely.
You said something like that in the song.
Yeah. Yep.
And talk about the mindset because I feel like L's are lessons too, but there's people out there with a different kind of mindset who think have empty instead of
Mhm.
have full, who be like, nah, L's is losses, nigga, not lessons.
Yeah, see, and that's like you said, that's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? If you taking a loss, you didn't gain nothing. That's the thing. If you're not able to look at a situation and take something from it to better yourself, then you are losing. You losing that life. You on the brink of being a fucking failure, and you need to make a drastic change in your blueprint to do better because every situation that you in should be something that you should be learning from. Good, bad, or in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You should be taking something from it. If you invested poorly in a situation, learn what you did wrong. So next time you reinvest in something else, you're doing better. You're taking some knowledge from every scenario, every situation that you're in. The whole point is to better yourself. If you're not trying to better yourself, then you're trying to be stagnant. And if that's the case, then we can never, talk about nothing because we two totally different people.
I agree with you, man. I feel like everything's about perspective and
Hmm.
mindset. If you feel like you took a loss, then you gonna feel like you took a loss. If you feel like
Yeah,
you learned, you gonna learn.
right.
Now, you was very specific. You said on this song, dark skin throat goat. Were you talking about an actual person, or did it just rhyme?
Uh, you funny
Because you didn't say like you didn't say just bad
as
bitch
hell.
goat throat
I
goat.
said,
You was
I
specific.
said, Darth. you,
That line stuck out like a sore thumb.
um, yeah, there were some truthful inspirations from that.
I like the way
Yeah,
you answered that.
there, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of young people that watch me. Like it's people that's
Mhm.
17, 18, and I
Yeah,
feel like they can learn something that you said in the song that I agree with, and that's letting the hoes know
yeah.
where you live. Talk about how important it is to not let these hoes know where you lay your head.
Yeah, and look, that go for both sexes. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, Kevin Gates said it best. A hoe is just somebody that wants attention from a man. There's a lot of hoes with dicks out here right now. So don't get that misconstrued. You shouldn't. That's the place you lay your head at. You know what I'm saying? That's the place that you vulnerable at. You should. That shouldn't just be something you just giving the location to. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be something sacred. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, if I just met you, we just not getting to know each other. It's gonna be a minute before you make it to my crib. I might go get a little room. You know what I'm saying? If shit land like that, I get a little room before you ever make it to my house. You know what I'm saying? My kids be there. You know, so I never just let just anybody come to my motherfucking house. I don't go fuck how sweet you think shit is. You would never just come to my crib. It ain't like that. This ain't that. It never will be.
I respect that. I be trying to tell young niggas
Yeah.
like, don't be so thirsty to get this bitch your address.
You know what I'm saying?
Never
Yeah,
know
that
what
shit
she
crazy.
on.
That shit weird. You never know. Exactly.
You talked about being stuck on Miami. What about Miami had you stuck? I can imagine. I ain't never been to Miami, but seeing Miami on the internet, I wouldn't want to leave neither.
So okay, so it wasn't as far as me being stuck on that. I said, I'm trying to see the whole world. You niggas stuck on Miami, and there's nothing. It's not a diss towards Miami. Miami is a beautiful place. I love Miami, but there's just other beautiful places out there. When people, especially when you come from, especially when you come from like a small city like Flint, everybody be so caught up like, oh, let's go to Miami, let's go to Miami or whatever, you know. And I'm like, yeah, Miami's cool. Miami's cool, you know what I'm saying? But there's other places that you should be, shooting for. If you want to see something beautiful, you're gonna see some beautiful people in Miami. You are. But shit, Cabo's got some nice people too, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking um um let's go to Brazil, you know what I'm saying? Like get you a passport for real, you know what I'm saying? Like and shit, hell, shit, even shit. Go to fucking Toronto. Toronto was lit. I love Toronto. Toronto was lit. Toronto was so fucking fun. You know what I'm saying? Hell, shit. Go to Spain. You know what I'm saying? Go to fucking Italy. Like see some shit for real. For real. Miami is cool. Miami is cool. That's that's just a depending on what day of the week you go flying. That's like a $200 plane ticket. You know what I'm saying? Save up some shit. Go on a fucking cruise. You know what I'm saying? Turks and Caicos. Like there's some shit out there for you to fucking see for real. For real. Go to the Bahamas. There's some shit out there for you to fucking see. Go to fucking Jamaica. I'm trying to see the whole world. Niggas be really stuck on Miami because they don't think outside nothing further than that. Like when you get to that fucking when you go to Miami and you go to the beach and you at the ocean, there's places on the other side of that motherfucking ocean. Like you just missing out on it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I
Absolutely.
can't wait to when I can't wait to go to Japan. Like that's gonna be so lit when I finally get there. That's definitely on the list.
Yeah. You talked about Greece too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like people should want to travel and see how the other side lives. There's different cultures and countries out here that people just don't be even aware of. Is because you get into a habit. I remember when I was a kid, I used to think Michigan was like the whole world. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I started learning more in school that I realized there's more out there. And the second I became aware, I wanted to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, the states is cool. I fuck with the states. I love going traveling and shit like that in the United States, but I also love, use my passport. It's cool.
I totally agree. I feel like everybody should see the world at least once.
Yeah, at least see something outside of your norm.
Right. Have you ever been to Greece? I think you mentioned a Greece trip in the song.
Um, not as far, not like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I wanted to, and it kind of annoys me because, unfortunately, I should have made a selfish choice at the time, so I just didn't do it the way I want. But I don't count it. So when I go, it's gonna be like my first time going because I'm actually gonna go the way I want to go. So yeah.
Yeah. You also rapped about being a black sheep of your family. Talk about the weight
hmm
that hold for those who ain't probably
Uh,
ain't that.
shit, it's fucking massive to be honest with you. But it's once you get past the whole, it is what it is part of it. That's really it for real. Because yeah, sure, like me myself, I mean, like I wasn't around my dad's side of the family for a while, like a good 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So when I started coming back around, we just didn't relate on certain things. Nothing towards them or whatever. I just was different. Like I was a real deal loner. Where a lot of them were, they like to do family stuff and blah blah blah, and it just wasn't my thing. And then me and my mom's side of the family, different for real, and whatnot. And the way I choose to live my life and my opinions on a lot of things rub a lot of people, rub them the wrong way. And I personally don't care. You either gonna love me for me or not at all, and that's just what it is.
I feel like if the love ain't genuine, I wouldn't want it no way.
Exactly, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I tell people all the time. Like, just because you love somebody, I mean you gotta like them. Like, I got family members that I genuinely love. Do I like them? Not a motherfucking bit. So I choose not to be around that type of energy.
I know what you mean. You also mentioned a girl doing coke, and you saying like that was her thing. Do shit like that
Yeah,
trip
let her
you
do
out?
what she do.
Yeah, like do it trip
Nah, I
you out
don't.
when you
Nah,
just
not at
chilling and
all.
they just bust the bag open?
Nah. Nah, it look that it's funny because the first time that ever happened to me, I was real smooth about the situation. But nah, it's not like I'm unaware of the world. You know what I mean? Like I know people do shit that I don't find cool or whatever, or for myself, because I ain't nobody, I ain't God or nothing, so I can't judge you. So whatever you do is your business. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing when I'm chilling with my rapping friends and shit. And if this person sip lean, you know what I'm saying, that's his business. You know what I'm saying? If this person pop perks, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be like, hey man, you shouldn't be doing this to yourself and blah 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 or make it a situation. I don't know what demons they dealing with that made them, pick up that vice. I don't know what they was going through in life, and I don't, you know, unless they decide to share it with me, I'm not finna go fishing for that information either. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at the end of the damn day. And yeah, if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. That's your business. I don't care enough. That's in reality. I don't really care enough. They be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. Nah, 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 it's not that serious.
I feel the same way you feel. You also rapped about not being rich but not being broke. What's broke to
Exactly.
you and what's rich to you?
Man, rich to me, because there's a difference between, people got to understand the difference between being rich and being wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And when you rich is when you're not worrying about the structure of your bills being paid. You know what I'm saying? When you wealthy is when your grandkids straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you wealthy. When you wealthy, you've created generational wealth, and your grandkids straight. The next generation after the next generation is set. That's when you wealthy. When you rich is when your day to day life is set. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about how this bill getting paid, how this bill getting paid, boom, boom, boom. Now when you broke, right? See, people don't understand this. Broke is a mentality or whatever. There's a difference between being broke. Well, a lot of people don't understand. Some people are poor, and then you have people that are broke. Broke is just a lazy ass motherfucker that don't want to go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? That's a broke motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know what you're doing with yourself and shit like that, if you're living off another motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, you're able and you just choosing not to do, you broke or whatnot. Now, poor is a circumstance that some people just be born into, you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up poor. That's just goddamn who the fuck is texting me that much? That's crazy. But yeah, poor is just circumstances that you fall into, you know what I'm saying? Let's say hypothetically all your money is tied up into this one stock and that stock crashed, you know what I'm saying? Now you fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But if you allow that to be your definition and you never pull yourself out of it, now you're broke. Now you're broke. Your situation is just you're in a poor situation and you allow that to be the only situation that you're gonna be in for whatever time frame. Now you just being a broke ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Pull yourself out of it and do better. And so yeah, I'm not rich yet because I can't get the fuck up and do everything I want to do right fucking now because my day to day isn't situated. I'm still working to make sure my bills is paid a couple months in advance. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point now where majority of my bills is paid about 2 3 months, so I don't worry about them. If I was ever fucked up, I could have a good month or two. I'm not worried about shit because the bills already paid. But right now, I'm still in that process. My big goal is where I pay my bills twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my big goal. Where I pay these bitches up 6 months at a time, and I just gotta look over every damn thing and sign off on a fucking check, and it's paid up for another 6 months, and I go on about my motherfucking day, and I do that shit again towards the end of the year, because more than likely when I get in that tax bracket, I'm gonna be paying hella fire taxes and shit. So that'd be the second time I deal with it. But outside of that, yeah, yeah. But that's the goal I'm getting towards or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I ain't rich yet, but I ain't been broke in a motherfucking while.
Yeah, I know that feeling made. Does you mentioned bisexual women in your music? Did that help the threesomes,
Hmm.
or have you ever finessed one where two girls was like, I don't even like girls, and then it just
Yes and
I didn't
yes.
heard of that
So
before. I didn't heard of like two girls that
so
didn't even like girls, and it just happened.
so yes, I've had a situation. Well, yes, bisexual women do help the threesomes easily because it's a genuine connection versus what I'm saying, something that's just awkward. And yeah, I've had a couple of threesomes where like both the women just like, well, like one was more like curious and the other one just was drunk and she was like, well, I'm just trying to fuck you while I got the courage to do it or whatever, and if she here then fuck it type shit, you know what I'm saying? So I've definitely had them type of situations or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I definitely prefer the situation where both women are bisexual because it just makes it more comfortable, it just makes it go on easier and shit. I
I
do
would
not pay
I would
fucking
imagine.
much.
You also mentioned ignoring negativity. How easy is that, or how hard is that? Because I see a lot of
It's
rappers.
one of the easiest things in the world. It's one of the easiest thing in the world. I'm trying to tell you. Ignoring negative for me, for
Yeah,
me, it's one of the easiest fucking things in the world. Like I will say the something that's harder than that will probably be a staring contest or something. But outside of that, like it's not hard at all for me to fucking ignore some negativity, especially if I see that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I like, and it can be a day to day life where it's a person I care about and there's a problem, quote unquote, and I'm trying to present a solution where the problem doesn't have to be a problem anymore, and you let the problem fester and you're trying to keep the problem going. And I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be like that. I hear that. I hear your points. I understand your feelings. Blah blah blah. Let's move forward in this manner. Once that person is not trying to move forward, and you're acknowledging that you're not trying to move forward, then there's nothing else for me to give you. There's nothing else for me to invest into the situation. It is what it is. You can be mad by your damn self because I got a real nigga shit to be dealing with versus trying to be bickering back and forth with somebody that just wants to be mad. If you want to be mad, I don't want to be mad, then you can be mad. I won't be though. Like that's just what it is.
right. Give some advice for those people because I see rappers all the time. They be going through stuff and they turn their comments off or they delete social media because of the negativity.
Man, I don't think nothing wrong with deleting social media. Some people do need a break. Just know your limits. Know your limits and understand what brings you peace so you can dwell on that more often to help, deal with it. Especially if when it comes to like you interacting with certain individuals is part of your livelihood when it comes to like, the life you're trying to live or whatever. Know your limits. Respect your limits. Put your boundaries up. Respect them, and move accordingly. Once you feel yourself being overstimulated, this is being too much for me. Take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Don't push yourself too hard when you feel like you finna crack or break, because if you fuck up too much, then how can you continue to prolong in this situation that you're trying to do or whatnot? Know your limits and act accordingly from there on out.
That's some real good
Me
advice.
myself, like one of the things that bring me peace, I love working out. I love working out. You know what I'm saying? I love working out. I meditate. Sometimes I love my solitude. Me and my hanging out with my kids. These are all great things that I just genuinely enjoy doing, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to me being stressed out over shit, I don't have the time to be stressed. I don't
Yeah,
have the time for it. That takes up too much time. So I'm doing the groundwork to avoid that ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm patient with myself and learning myself every single day. So I know I can walk into a situation, a scenario, or room, and be like, okay, this is off. This is gonna piss me off. Boom, boom, boom. And I know what to avoid, who to avoid, and all that stuff, because it's not worth my sanity. It's not worth my freedom. It's not worth my happiness. None of it. So I just move accordingly.
yeah.
Eyelashes.
You mentioned working out, and you also
Mm-hmm.
mentioned in the music organic fruit juice. Talk
Mm-hmm.
about talk
From
about
farmers market.
yeah, talk about the health thing. Like
Yeah, man. So yeah, I've like right now I've been on the kick for like the last 5, 6 months. I haven't had no sweets or no fried foods. Um, just because for real. Like you at some point in time you gotta wanna take care of yourself. Man, I've seen a lot of elderly folk in their 60s and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Some of them can't even walk.
yeah,
And I've seen other ones where they like up at 5 a.m. jogging, you know what I'm saying? And they doing shit because they put the groundwork in ahead of time. And I don't want to be one of those individuals where I can't live because it'll suck if you put all this work and time into accumulating all this money where your family is straight. Now everybody's grown, they living on their own, and it's just you got to worry about yourself. And now you physically need somebody else to help take care of you because you done broke your back, and you know what I'm saying, just from working so hard, dealing with all these other people. Take some time off for yourself and take care of what's important as you.
yeah,
So when the bulk of your responsibilities are all settled, you can enjoy life for real. You know what I'm saying? You can wake up and do whatever the fuck you want to do, and the last thing you want to worry about is not being physically able to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I work out, I eat right, I eat clean, I eat nice. Um, I take my vitamins, you know what I'm saying? I take my fucking vitamins, you know what I'm saying? I do eat fruit a lot. I do eat my vegetables a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I do the research. I check on the things that make sense for my body type and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I do go to the doctor, you know, I I do keep and I be hearing this a lot, which is crazy because I don't understand what's so weird to be scared of. But as a male, to all the males out there, man, like if you sexually active, so even if you're not sexually active, fuck it, get tested. You know what I'm saying? Know your fucking status at all fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a scary world. Some of these niggas be dirty dicks out here, and they be doing all kind of shit to these females, and they just don't know because they assuming they can trust their partner. You know what I'm saying? And then they think they're making a clean split with somebody, and then get with the next nigga, and you just happy to be able to fuck this female. You think that she clean because of the way she carry herself. In reality, she may not even know. And then bada boom, bada bam, you got a situation that you can never get rid of just simply because motherfuckers is being weird about going to get a fucking shot or taking a fucking pill for real, you know what I'm saying? Be better. That's what they all it is. So yeah, when it comes to the health aspect, I'm a huge advocate of
yeah. I am too. I try to be as healthy as I can. When I get groceries, I get like 80% healthy. Then I get
it.
my little
Yeah,
piece of
right, right,
fruit
right.
on the
There's nothing
side.
wrong with indulging in your little snacks, you know what I'm saying? Just don't go crazy with it, that's all.
Yeah, I agree. You rapped about first class, and that's something I ain't never been on. What's the
Mhm.
difference? I know like the seats
It's cool.
laid back, but that's the only
Yeah,
thing I know of.
yeah. It's just a lot more room. It's just a lot more room. In reality, it's only worth it if you on a long ass flight. Like if you leaving out the country, you finna be on that bitch for a minute. Save up to get a first class ticket. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put you on bone game on this. Um, the cheapest day to fly out, I think it's like a Tuesday. If I'm right, I think it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe. I'm pretty sure Tuesdays. I'm not exactly. I'm not 100% sure on Thursday, but yeah, yeah. Book your. You can look it up right now. Like if you to go, it doesn't matter which airline it is. They all because it's they get the least amount of bookings on those days or whatever. So those because a lot of people be trying to fly out on the weekend, shit like
Yeah,
that. So those be the more expensive tickets. Fly out on a Tuesday. But yeah, man, shit. Yeah. Hell. The very first time I flew first class, it was me and my cousin Kid, Chris Black Kid. We had went to Phoenix. No, we went to LA. We was flying from Phoenix to LA. And we just upgraded our tickets to first class and shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. It was like $100 extra. But yeah, it's just a lot more room. It's just a lot more room. And that flight was only like an hour for real. So like I said, it's only worth it if you finna be on that bitch for a while. If you finna be on that bitch 5+ hours, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially yeah, you want it to be comfortable. Definitely get and then, depending on the airline and how far you flying, the amenities that you get from being in first class is top tier.
I'm gonna keep that in
Top
mind
tier.
next time I fly.
Hmm. For sure.
You had a line that said, "It's not me, it's you." Now most people
Hmm.
they flip that because they don't want the other
Right.
person to feel bad.
Yeah, nope, nope,
So
hell no.
talk
Nope,
about that
I
because
wasn't
like
the problem.
you gotta be a brave, you gotta be a brave nigga to say that. Like talk about that, man. Like having that damn bravery to say that because
Yeah.
that line can take already an issue, an even bigger issue.
See, and that's only that if you allow it to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause yeah, like I'm a real big person to own it up on my faults. You know what I'm saying? If I fucked up, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. A lot of people can't admit that because they don't want to deal with how it's gonna make them feel. I don't feel bad about being wrong. That's what puts me in a different, league than a lot of people because if I'm wrong about something, then cool, fine, I can learn from that. That's how I look at every damn thing. If I fucked up, great. Let me see where I fucked up at. So the next time I'm in this type of circumstance, I won't fuck up again. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. I'm content as hell with that. Other people don't have that mentality. So when they feel boxed in a situation where they have to admit they was wrong, they'll just deny, and continue to, cause an issue, or they'll deflect and bring up another circumstance that has nothing to do with the fuck what we talking about or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if they're put, or if you point out that, the circumstances only they only occurred because of how things played out. If things were different, then yeah, things would be different or whatnot. People just can't own up to certain shit, and that's just really what it is. So yeah, I can confidently be like, it wasn't you, it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was willing to do the work. I was willing to do the extra. You just wasn't willing to reciprocate. So what the fuck I look like wasting my time.
Yeah. You also talked about Chanel and Gucci for her.
Mm-hmm.
When do you feel like it's the right time to give a woman something so expensive?
Man,
Just a feeling.
it's really it's okay. So if that's what you want to do, ultimately that's your God given motherfucking right. You know what I'm saying? But me myself, when it comes to like expensive gifts, it got to be on somebody that it makes sense to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just finna buy you nice things because you pretty. I don't go fuck how pretty you think you is, my baby. That's not what it is. If you're not beneficial to my life in some shape or form, then you will never get no shit like that out of a nigga like me. I'm sorry, that's just not what it is. I'm not just doing it because you're attractive. I mean, good job. You got a good gene pool.
Right.
Congratulations. But so, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Feel
like,
the
nah,
same
like,
way.
if, yeah, that's just how I am with that
You sample "Congratulations, You Played Yourself" by Khaled. Talk about
one. Yeah.
you ever played yourself before? You ever like had a moment where you like, damn, I played myself.
Yeah, like well, I fucked that one up. As far as a female, um, not really. I can't really say, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because I any female that I actually like wanted for real, I got. You know what I'm saying? Any female that I actually like wanted, I ended up getting. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that was, it was just entertainment. And then there was like I can remember like some years ago I had a crush on this one chick, and it's a prime example of everything that glitters ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? And once I found that out, I was low key thankful because I'm like, shit, I would have been in a fucked up situation if I genuinely kept trying to pursue this individual. You know what I'm saying? When it wasn't what it was. She just looked good on paper. But once you get to looking at the shit for real, I'm like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, I done been there before.
Yeah.
You also talked about people hating to see when a person wins. You ever had
Hmm.
that moment? Like, and what was
Hell yeah.
like? Did you see the hate in their face,
It
or
was.
was it like,
Yeah. You see it in their face, you see it in their actions. The motherfuckers sweat that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. It's inspiring for me. It's inspiring for me, especially when it's going to come from a motherfucker that you really fuck with, that you really have the best, interest in or whatnot. When you see a person that you generally expect to applaud for you have that disdain in their chest, it's well, for me. Some people may find it heartbreaking and it's hard to swallow, but me myself is like, damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the
I
fuck
know
happened to you? You know what I'm
exactly
saying?
what you mean,
It's
man.
really like, so you one of them.
Yeah,
Cool, noted. Good looking for letting me know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is, to be honest with
I know exactly. My last three questions, man. You mentioned the whole
you.
bring it, what you bring to the table. That's the discussion that's all over social media. What a girl brings
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
table and all that. Talk about that. What should she bring and what should you bring? And what you look for her to bring.
Me personally, so what a lot of people don't grasp is common sense ain't so fucking common. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Certain individuals, and I'm not gonna just put a tag on it because there's certain males that just assume they leaders and they not. And there's certain women that just think they nurturers and they not. You know what I'm saying? Like certain, it's just not. Um, Me myself, yeah, I do know how to lead correctly. I do know how to provide correctly. I do know how to protect correctly, et cetera, et cetera. I've done this. I've done this for years.
Yeah,
If you don't, basically, if you don't make sense to my plans, then it'll never work. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm the individual that's making decisions and stuff like that, and you don't take in knowledge well, you know what I'm saying? That's a problem for me. If if you lack the ability to, understand direction, that's going to be a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm leading you the right way and you being combative and all of that jazz, we, then you might as well just leave me alone and go do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. There's no point or whatnot. In reality, when it comes to the whole what you bring to the table concept, a lot of people will be putting the wrong ideals into shit. Now, granted, that's your preference, whatever. But as far as like what I need from, my significant other, you need to be able to, you got to be open minded for one. You got to be willing to, what I'm saying, be like water. You know what I'm saying? Be able to adjust to circumstances and situations or whatnot. If you're not quick on your feet, then, what I'm saying, a lot of us not gonna eat, because shit, I am, and I never preach some shit that I can't do my damn self. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I worded it the way that I worded it, like asking what I bring to the table, shit, the house that it's in, baby. Like I'm solidified and like I'm together with my mind and my purpose and who I am as a man and shit that I'm able to do. to any circumstance, any situation that I apply myself into. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm gonna bring. I know the positivity I'm gonna bring. I know how to uplift a woman. I know how to make her feel protected, make her like I know like if you out with me, you gonna feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Like you out with me, you gonna feel safe. You ain't gotta worry about it. You can relax, let your guard down, because I'm gonna make you feel like you good. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't, um, what's the word I'm looking for? If you can't be a good partner to that, you know, there's nothing that there's nothing there. There's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? If you're not like some individuals don't know how to be a person's peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm battling the world every single day. The last thing I want to do is get ready for round two when I go to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And
I
then certain
felt
people,
that. I felt
certain people don't know how to make their house a place where peace should be manifested in as well. You know what I'm saying? Because just like your partner should be bringing you peace, you should put them in a mindset of to want to bring you peace as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be making sure that she feels confident in the man that you are. The way that you talk to her lets her know that, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And just like she may need reassurance, you may need reassurance in your own way. In your own way, speak up on that. Don't be afraid to speak your feelings to the right individual, but know what the right individual looks like. Don't waste your time being vulnerable with just any fucking body, because they're gonna use that shit against
I absolutely will. You not lying about that.
you. Hmm.
I had that happen before. Two more questions. Rapture.
Hmm.
What made you do that, man? Like you
I
never
felt
had
like it had to be done.
like that shit was incredible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I felt like it had to be done. You know what I'm saying? For Flint to come as far as we came in the music scene. You know what I'm saying? And because it's crazy, because it's not like we didn't have our spikes in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like we had our spikes, MC Breed, Dayton Family, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? John Connor had his little thing going at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had our spikes, but this is the first time ever where like Flint is a known thing now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that ain't as big as certain other artists that I myself feel like they deserve a shout out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see the work ethic in everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I done I see JB Smokes doing what she trying to do. Day Day, Tay Boogie, you know what I'm saying? Ace, Cam, you know what I'm saying? Bay Bro, Jeff, you know what I'm saying? My cousin Kid, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing what they can do. YSR Grams, you know what I'm saying? Y&J, you know what I'm saying? Y&J changed up his whole style. You know what I'm saying? Like Y&J changed up his whole style, created the Coochie Man thing, and then ran with that shit. You feel me? Shit, Pac-Man. Pac-Man went. He was saying how he used to fucking spam artists on Twitter every damn day, you know what I'm saying, just to get some recognition, you know what I'm saying, and it worked, you feel me? Shit, he said Kanye ended up blocking him. He said Kanye ended up fucking blocking his ass, you know what I'm saying, just off being fucking persistent, just by being fucking persistent, you know what I'm saying? Louis Ray literally was his whole statement still grinding was fucking grinding, you know what I'm saying, was fucking grinding to get where he fucking at. He fucking deserves it, you know what I'm saying? RMC Mike did what he had to when Rio had to go do his time. RMC, he just wasn't just sitting around doing shit, you know what I'm saying? He was still hitting the pavement, doing features, you know what I'm saying, hitting the motherfucking town, still doing shows, still doing what he fucking had to do to make shit make sense, and I feel like I forgot a couple people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you mentioned
But
Graham.
shit, everybody that I shouted out. Yeah, I said Grams. You know what I'm saying? I remember I watched Grams. Grams a real fucking hustler, bro. Grams really got that shit out the motherfucking mud, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I see him and Kid both. I watched them both from ground zero, bust they fucking ass and get where the fuck they at now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Cassius, shout out to him. Cassius was talking some crazy shit, saying he wasn't gonna make music not too long ago, and we was talking in the studio. I'm like, I'm so glad you over that shit. He was like, yeah, I was tripping, bro, because this shit got to be. I gotta let this shit out. I'm like, thank God, nigga, because you talented, bro. The world need to motherfucking know it. Jeff is one of the most creative motherfuckers when it comes to like his own style and being different that I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a shout out to him. I'm gonna say what need to be fucking said because it's the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? GS the Dream. He is one of the hardest punchline rappers out of Flint and that I've ever heard in general. Period. You know what I'm saying? The nigga got bars out the fucking ass. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I see that is doing what they doing, I gotta give them a shout out. I had to shout you out in that bitch. You feel me? Simply because of the fact that the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I had to shout out my boy Bam. I had to shout out my boy Juice. You know what I'm saying? Because of the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers genuinely was at one point in time didn't have a name, you know what I'm saying? And now motherfuckers work. I remember watching you post every fucking day your YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying, trying to get your followers up, you know what I'm saying, from a couple hundred to now you over 2,000, you know what I'm saying? I watched that with my own two fucking eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's work, and that needs to be acknowledged. That needs to be shouted out. That needs to somebody needs to tell them stories and let motherfuckers know that it's possible as long as you're putting the work behind it, for real, for real.
And even if I wasn't in the song, which I appreciate being in it, I felt like that song
Yeah.
was amazing, bro. Like
Thank you.
I
Thank you. I
feel like
appreciate it.
that you did something that's never been done.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
it has, I've never seen it, or I know it
Yeah.
ain't never
I
touched
ain't
my
heard.
radar.
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. And if I haven't, I need to check. I need to tap in. But I definitely did it because that's what I felt like. Ain't nobody really be like, just making a joint just to show love to the motherfuckers that's really doing what they doing and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah. All right. So two more questions. Is
saying?
Mo Bitches you, or is it like an alter ego, or is it like a like? Tell us who Mo
You know,
Bitches.
it's definitely an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? So I got the idea of them really just from So like, I didn't even have everything I wanted to have because I wanted to have like some fucking like some star shades and shit and have like some oil sheen to do the hair and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the idea from shit that I've seen as a kid watching up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, from the I got such a good feedback from around and do some other skits and some other shit with him as Mr. Mo Bitches or whatever. Who knows where I can go with it? You know what I'm saying? He might be like a character that's gonna be here to stay because I do plan on doing the content creating or whatnot with my socials in the future and shit. So who knows? Mr. Mo Bitches may be coming back for another little thing or two. He did.
I love to see it because one thing I learned about Mo Bitches is at the end of the album, a girl called and said she's pregnant. Is Mo Bitches having a baby?
Yeah. I don't know. Ain't no telling where I might go with that. I might go with that. We gotta get a DNA test first of all. We gotta get a DNA test. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
I'm thinking like, is a baby a real baby or is the baby just a part two to the project? Like
You know what I'm saying?
my
Who
mind
knows?
was all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, who knows? We're gonna find out though. We definitely gonna invest some time into it and see what we can do. What we can do with that one.
Man, I appreciate this interview. An hour and 40 minutes. I appreciate the time you gave me for this, bro. I feel like this.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I feel like this
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro, man. You my dog, man. And look, I'm gonna need you for the Rapture video.
for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you in the Rapture video. I'm trying to get as many as the people I actually shouted out to actually be in the video. And I understand that's not gonna be completely logical considering everybody's schedule and shit like that, especially with some of the bigger names. So what I'm gonna try be probably just like, put in some take some video content and just slide them in there or whatever. But definitely everybody that I can get to come to the video shoot just to do a little cameo. Even if I gotta pull up on you, you know what I'm saying, just to get a little cameo in, boom, boom, boom. Definitely gotta get you in there.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
be
you a staple to the city. You a staple to the city. Everybody know Noah Patrick. Everybody know the nigga do the reaction videos. Hell yeah, everybody know.
I appreciate that. I work so hard just for that.
For sure.
I'm trying to
Yeah, man. And
whole
you've been
city,
doing it. That's what I'm
man.
saying. For sure.
Is there any
For sure.
specific day or time you want me to drop this?
Shit, as soon as you can, bro. As soon as you fucking can. As soon as you can.
I'm gonna drop this tomorrow at like
You still,
4 o'clock.
all right, sounds good to me, man. Shit, let me this. Let me know right before you drop it so I can send it to everybody, letting everybody tap in and all that shit. For sure,
You're
for sure.
gonna be
Let's
the
do it.
first person I send a link to. Before I even post it, I'm gonna send you the link.
Bet it up. That's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate this, man. This is a classic to me, man. Like this a real one. It's a good one.
I appreciate it. For sure, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Ain't nothing but love, bro.
All right, fam.
All right, man. We'll talk to you.